I don't go back to work until August, officially. I got some time to myself. So I just stopped at the GS25, and I'm going to grab a peach iced tea. I'm going to get a cup. And Kajati sale.
Yeah.
And I'm going to get a double shot of espresso to go inside. Oh, look at that on. Kami. Kami? Kami? Hangul Kami? I think I got that right. Yeah. I'll do this espresso and cream and put them together. May I also have the orangey caramel, the cero yaha tuge. 감사합니다.
현생부터 구매 가능한 상품입니다. 신분증을 확인해 주세요.
예, 예, 12,400원이네요.
12,000 야바바바바. 한국 조금.
잘하시네.
감사합니다.
잘하셔.
완료되었습니다. 카드를 챙겨주세요.
감사합니다. 안녕하세요. I'm gonna go over here and make my drink real quick, and then take a little walk. I put some of y'all on to this peach tea and espresso drink, didn't I? What I'm about to get into. I feel like I should have got a bigger cup. Try to break up my ice a little bit. I should have got a bigger cup. I love it too. Hey, IDK. Hey, cartoon, something, something, something. Hello. Is it Cartum Bifa? Bilafa? I can't see that well. This is so good. I'm waiting for the bus, but I'm going to take my time. I think I'm going to miss the next one. The bus over here runs once every 15 minutes. No. Okay, so let me try. Gautam Bela 0712. Pela, is that right? Hey, Slay Queen. This is IDK. This is peach iced tea. I live in South Korea, so we drink a little differently. But this is peach iced tea with Starbucks espresso and cream. It's really good. Yeah, I figured it was Indian I'm trying to do my best. I learned a little Hindu. A little Hindu. I was planning on moving to Mumbai and I didn't. Okay, be patient with me. How did I get to Korea? I flew Delta. I flew Delta. Yeah, this is GS25. This is one of the popular convenience stores. There's also 7-Eleven, and then CU is another one. Those are the three big ones. Each one of them has something special for me. I mean, 7-Eleven has its own drinks. Like they have this pomegranate drink, and they have this mojito soda that you can only get at 7-Eleven, and they have this popcorn that you can only get at 7-Eleven. Um, GS25 is really good because they got bags of ice. That's really what's special about GS25. But they have mainly everything else everybody else has. And they got good ice cream too. And then CU is really good because they have like the onigiri and the kimbap. They have a lot more food type stuff. You can get like, you can get a whole meal out of there. Oh, she's in the Air Force. Yeah. Hey, Shadow Wolf. I didn't read your name first. South Korea is a vibe. It's everything. It is everything. I love it here. I love it here. Man, I got all this extra drink. Let me drink this down so I can put some more in here. I did a live this morning on YouTube, unpacking my groceries. I started doing this interesting thing on TikTok where I go live while I sleep. So, what's up, Tupac? Good to see you. I'm good. I'm very good. Um, so the Tupac. So the TikTok channel is called Sleeping in South Korea, and I literally go live while I sleep. So I went live last night while I went to sleep, and then I woke up this morning at 6:30. What's up, Tamika? Then I woke up this morning with the sun. I got a couple kinks to work out. Technically, I need to get a longer cord for my phone so that you can see the sunrise in the morning. I'll probably work on getting something like that so I gotta go to Daiso. Oh, that's good. Hold on, better sweat. South Park, New York. I didn't even know there was a South Park, New York. You're a Crip? How old are you? If you grown, you ain't no Crip no more. You used to be a Crip. You shouldn't still be gangbanging at a certain age. The cool guy? No, I'm not married. Purple helmet? Damn, I'm gonna take it as a compliment. It's midnight in England. Yes, it's actually 12:52 a.m. in England. Right, silent one. That's my new other stomping grounds. I have a 2-year visitor's visa to the UK. I was just in England last month. I most likely would be there next month. Not this month, but I'll. Um, Tupac, if you made it to 25 and you still gangbanging, you stupid. I've given you a chance to live. Don't be gangbanging at 25, honey. Hopefully by now you should have had your master's in something, right? You got your master's degree? Do you? Because at 25 you should have a master's degree. That's what you should be on. Hey, Gary Wilson in the UK. Good night to you. Good night to you. Hey, Australia. Hello to you, too. I got my TEFL TESOL certification in Australia, in Melbourne. Hello, Australia. All the places I love are on here. New York, England, Australia. Where else are you guys from? Oh, you're from East Midlands near Birmingham. Okay. Am I scared of skinny jeans or salads? I'm going to let you go ahead and ask those random questions. Just keep them coming. That's hilarious. Don't worry about Valley. Valley needs some attention. Valley needs some attention, honey. Thank you, Sung Min. I appreciate that. Listen, Valley might be attracted to children. That's why he don't know what a real woman looks like. Okay. Okay. Valley might be into little girls, not grown women. Y'all keep Valley in your prayers. That's right. Stretch your knees. How do you stretch your knees? Y'all are some random motherfuckers. I swear to God. So you got in the gang when you were 16, Tupac? Well, you do have, you live in America, and you have access to government funding to be able to get a bachelor's and a master's degree. So if you focused on that instead of a gang, and I know what it's like sometimes. You be in the neighborhood and you have to join a gang. I grew up in one of those neighborhoods. Fortunately, I didn't have to join a gang. But I know what that's like. The neighborhood I grew up in, if you didn't have the right parents, then you had to join a gang. You didn't have no choice. I get that. What's up, C? I get that. But if you if you if you take the opportunities that are available to you even now, thank you, Kyle. If you take the opportunity, I appreciate that. If you take the opportunities that are available to you even now, you can go ahead and get an education and you never have to look at a gang ever again. Okay? I'm attracted to, I'm a sapiosexual. I find myself most attracted to people who value intelligence. Thank you, Sunmin. Thank you. I find myself most attracted to people who have intelligence, and gangbangers are intelligent, but just misdirected. So Tupac, go ahead and get your education. You even still could. The poorer you are, the freer your education is in America. People like me, I didn't grow up poor. My parents had to pay for my education out of pocket. But if you grew up poor, you would get a free education in America. It shouldn't even be a problem. You feel me, son? 안녕하세요. Keep filling up all the. It's customary in Korea when you walk in a store and when you walk out of a store that you say hello and goodbye. Okay. Okay. You say hello and goodbye when you walk in and when you walk out. Otherwise, you are being rude. Intelligence is a very good way to want to marry someone. That's sweet. I'm stealing. Stealing what? You must not have been here at the top when I paid for it. You must not have been here in the beginning when I bought it. I don't steal, honey. I don't have to. Oh. Little birthday, sweeter, 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 sweeter. Hold on. Are you kidding me? I've been wanting to learn Korean for so long. Really, Sunmin? Duolingo is really good at introducing you to Korean. That's how I got my introduction. But living here I love immersion, you know. I lived in China for 4 years, and Korean is or Hangul rather, is a combination of Chinese and English because King Sejong the Great, who created Hangul, wanted the regular people of Korea to have access to a language, and at the time, you the rich had access to Korean, I mean, had access to Chinese and English, but nobody, if you weren't rich, you didn't have access to language. Okay. Oh, I don't know. I didn't watch The Wire. I'm sorry, Stephen. Forgive me. I didn't watch The Wire. I don't relate to The Wire. And there was nothing about that show that I could relate to, so I didn't watch it. Yeah, I'm in South Korea. Yep, I'm in Korea. I'm in beautiful South Korea in Dorumdong. Thank you. I'm glad you love the channel. It's a great channel to binge watch because there's so much variety on this channel. I swear to God. It gets real serious. No, I'm not vacationing. I actually live here. Mm-mm. I don't vacation in Asia. I make money in Asia and then I vacation everywhere else. Ah. Stephen, you just asked me a really good question. Let me read the whole question. Give me 1 second. When I just sat down to drink my iced tea and espresso, at that table, I thought about Johnny Somali. First of all, let me say this. I think it's important. I haven't said anything like this the whole live, but you asked a very good question, Steve. Stephen, you said, what's your opinion on the actions of Johnny Somali and the continued harassment of the Comfort Women statues? Thank you, S. Shadow Wolf, for your compliment. I am. I feel like I'm a creator of the universe, not just a child of it. But thank you very much. I appreciate you for seeing the light in me. Um, so here's the thing. Let me say this first. Johnny Somali is not black. He is not black. He is Somali. Somalis make it very clear to black people that they are not black. Okay? So let's not get Johnny Somali mixed up with me or any other black person. Johnny Somali is barely American. Okay? You can tell by his dialect, he is barely American. Okay? I am very American. My forefathers and foremothers lived in America before slavery. I am Native American. Okay. So Johnny Somali is not Black American like I'm Black American. Let's be clear. And I live in Korea. I contribute to the culture. I contribute to the economy. I live in Korea. He does not. Okay. He came here on a mission to cause problems, to get some clout and some attention and see how far he could go. And I guess he's seeing. In my opinion, Johnny Somali is a person who is misusing his influence. Misusing his influence, as Kendrick Lamar would say. There are people like Johnny Somali, like Armand Wiggins, like what's the other one called? Ice Poseidon. They have influence, man. They have the attraction. They can attract people. They can attract um they have influence and they're misusing it. And most likely because they're lazy and not talented. And when you're lazy and not talented, then you'll do anything for attention. But I happen to be educated and credentialed. I happen to have an immense amount of education and a vast amount of experience. Um, so I can go anywhere in the world and make money there legally. He can't. He can't. Johnny Somali can't make money in America. I mean, here in Korea, he can't legally get an income in Korea. Matter of fact, I came here um, with my own income. I was able to make some professional decisions lately that most people can't make because I came to America with another income. How am I using a car? I haven't bought a car here yet. I take a taxi or I take a bus. It kind of sucks, but you know, here in Korea, taxis aren't like they are in America. I mean, here in Korea, a taxi is like a luxury vehicle in America. You know, it's a very beautiful experience. I haven't been able to catch a lift. I don't think we have Lyft here in Sejong. I think Lyft is in Seoul, and I don't live in Seoul. Um, Let me show you some of the beauty around me instead of this apartment complex. The city that I live in focuses a lot on urban architecture, but a balance of greenery. Like this city used to be peach orchards. The whole city used to be peach orchards, and so they turned it into a second capital city of South Korea, the administrative capital. So many people, oh, her outfit is so cute. So many people who live here work for the government, but they were it's really important to the city that they maintain the foliage and the greenery and the natural aspect. So you can find anywhere to sit and just relax like this and breathe in that good ass prana, baby. No, Stephen, I appreciate you asking the question, and I'm glad you're African American. I'm not African American, I'm Native American, but I appreciate you asking the question. You should not feel ashamed for Johnny Somali. First of all, like I said, he's not black, he's Somali. And you know, in America, they make sure that we know they are not black, don't they, Stephen? I'm not black, I'm Somalian, don't they, with them big ass foreheads? They make sure we know. So you don't have to feel ashamed for him. He don't represent you. I represent you. I'm Native American, but you and I are closer in culture. Um, Native Americans, a lot of Black Native Americans are raised in Black culture. We're Black. You know, we thought we were African American for a long time until we got our family histories. I've read my mother's family tree and my father's family tree. My mother's family is from the LA Basin Native American tribes, and my father's family is from the Osage Native American tribes in Oklahoma. So I know that I'm not African American, but we were all, like I said, we were all tossed in the same bag and shook up together. And then you got a whole nother section, right, Stephen? Some of us are black and some of us are niggas. You know that. You know that. There's classes in our race. Let me read the rest of what you said, though, because the way he's making us look. Actually, no, 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 no. I'll tell you this. Um, he's not making us look bad at all. Korean people, those that are racist are just racist. They're going to be racist regardless of how well we represent ourselves, okay? Those that aren't racist are not racist. They're not going to be racist regardless of how we represent ourselves. One thing about South Korea that's different than a lot of Asian cultures is it's not communist, it's a democratic country. What that means is people have a right to think and think differently. So you might, hey Lisa, thank you for being here. So you might find that some Koreans have some ideas, some South Koreans have some ideas about some things and some are different. It's not like some other countries I've lived in, like in China, everybody thinks the same. In South Korea, you can't say all South Koreans think the same way about something because they have the freedom of thought. They don't go to jail over art. They don't go to jail over music. You know, there's not a government monitoring their thoughts. So Johnny Somali doesn't make us look bad, first of all, because South Koreans are very intelligent in the sense that they do understand that not one person represents a whole group of people. Um, they often get the bad mark because of China. And if you don't know, you might think a Korean person is Chinese. And then you think that who Chinese people are is who Korean people are. So they understand that misrepresentation. And like I said, they have the intelligence of thought. They are like, I might meet a young person who's racist and an old person who's not. I might meet, I mean, and some things are just cultural. Like I, I met with this last week who my recruiter told me wasn't going to hire me before they met me because I was black. And then they met me and realized that didn't possibly matter. You know what I'm saying? Bonjour, Troll. Is your name really Troll? It couldn't be. I must be reading that wrong. Yeah, Troll. What's up, Lisa? Good morning or good evening to you. I hope you're having a lovely evening. I think it's about, what, 7 p.m. where you are right now? You resting, getting ready for Monday? I'm gonna let you think, Fish. I'm gonna let you think for a second why I put you in timeout. I want you to think about that for a second. Just think about it. I never put my daughter in timeout for very long, just for long enough to think about what she said or what she did. I want one of those. I like that. She's got this thing around her neck. It looks like it cools her neck as she walks. Asian people are really, they can't stand heat. Thank you, Lisa. Yeah, it's 9 o'clock in the morning. The sun is starting to come out now. It's 9 o'clock in the morning. But no, Stephen, you asked a really good question and you brought up a very, very, very good conversation because Johnny Somali doesn't represent me, first of all. And I've put everywhere because I've been watching that case since before I came to Korea. In my breakdown playlist on this channel, you'll find a whole lot of videos with updates on his court cases, on the decisions, on what he's pled guilty to. I've been keeping a close eye on that case. I have a show on this channel called Breakdown. And in the breakdown playlist, there's a lot on Johnny Somali. Um, I couldn't talk about it before I came here because I was keeping it a secret that I was moving here because I like to move in silence. But now that I'm here, yeah, definitely that Johnny Somali situation, he does not represent us. And Koreans know it. I mean, the thing is, like, I'm right here. I'm outside with my phone, right? Nobody's bothered. Nobody's worried. Nobody's upset. Nobody's like, oh, let me get away from her because of that Johnny Somali guy. No. I walk down the street. Me and my daughter do live. Sometimes we go out at night and we'll walk down the street and people will jump in the camera. Thank you, Lisa. Lisa said subscribe to the channel, y'all. People will jump in the camera and be like, hey, where you from? You know, what do they say? Yogi, Gaso, you know, where are you from? No. Odi, Gaso, where are you from? We'll have whole conversations. I've not encountered one person since I've moved here who has treated me or looked at me different, and I thought it was because of Johnny Somali. Um, People here are allowed to think. They just had a presidential election and they had like 6 candidates. Do we have 6 candidates in America during a presidential election? No, we have two. You're given two choices. But they had 6 candidates. So if they had 6 candidates, you have to know that people think differently. In America, you're only allowed to think one or two ways. Here, they're allowed to think like 6. So no, shout outs to Korea. Shout outs to the people of South Korea, also known as Korea, for being individualists. Because, like I said, you can't. That's just it's just not a thing here. I don't have that problem. I'm not saying there isn't, generalization or racism or anything like that, but it definitely ain't because of Johnny Somali. He don't have that much influence. He don't have that much influence. Let me let y'all see what I see. I'm just watching the cars go by. I'm gonna catch the bus across the street in a little bit. And here in Korea, we do not talk on the bus in the morning. Maybe in the evening it's a little bit more acceptable, but in the morning it's just quiet. Matter of fact, I was on the phone with my homegirl one day, and the bus driver asked me to get off the phone. And I was like, "You're right. I'm sorry. I forgot. I forgot where I was." So this city is pretty new, though. This city only opened up in 2012. So it's rough. What is that? 12, 13 years old. It's a very new city. And I was telling you guys earlier, my apartment is only 5 years old, and it was empty from about 2020 to 2021 or 2022. So I'm only the second tenant in my apartment. Whew. Oh, good. Envy Love 23. I'm glad you caught me live too. Thank you for your love to the channel. I really, really appreciate that. I feel your love. I started a new TikTok adventure. On TikTok, I am sleeping in South Korea. I do some daily life stuff, but mainly sleeping. Like literally, I went live last night sleeping. I did. I'm starting to figure out how TikTok works. But I went live while I slept, and it was so beautiful. It was so enchanting. I got feedback that it's very relaxing to watch me sleep, which is great because I have the steam going with the humidifier and the lights. I have a red salt lamp in my bedroom, and then you can see the Korean sunrise at like 4 a.m. So when it's like 3 p.m. in New York, the sun is coming up in Korea. Oh, white butterfly. Hello. Oh, that's so sweet. I always wanted to know, is it green? No, 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 no. It's not legal at all. That's why I'm smoking cigarettes. New Envy Love, if you go to the community tab, you'll see a QR code and a link to the TikTok. It was breakdown by DELACREMEDELA, but I just decided to repurpose it. After having a real good conversation with one of my friends here, I decided to repurpose it and instead do a sleeping channel. Because it might be really relaxing at the end of your workday to just watch me sleep in my beautiful bedroom. I'm gonna have to go back and watch the live and then repost it. What's going on? House of Tallahassee. Hello, DJ Aco. What is Tamsak? Bingo Warriors. Oh, okay. Hello. I love the bingo ladies. I love to watch you guys. The bingo ladies and gentlemen. I don't have the balls to bingo. I saw a couple documentaries about people getting addicted to it. So I was like, nah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm already addicted to making money. I don't want to get addicted to losing it too. But y'all be doing some numbers, man. Y'all be winning like $500-$600. Like, well, I guess it was a good day. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, the sun is coming up. You're gonna see a lot of ladies with their parasols in a minute because here in Asia there are two enemies. One is the sun, the other is the rain. Sorry.